A while ago, I created this tutorial. And this is a comment I got from one of you. It says, so let's say I want to make this closet for myself, and I need dimensions for all individual parts to be cut to the size. How would I make a separate drawings for every single part? Since I see you made all the profiles as separate solid parts. Today we are going to answer this question. If you've not seen this tutorial in question, I'll link it in the description box below. If you would have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can leave them in the comment section also, and I would respond to them as soon as I can. Let's begin with today's exercise. This is how we want to tackle this project. We would first model the various parts in a part template, but we will do that as separate solids. Once we are done, we would convert into an assembly. But we see here that we have multiples of the various parts. We would use the pattern command for that. And so we have the back panel, the partitions, the side panel, and the last, which is the base, we would model in the assembly sheet template. I'll also show you how you can get the detailed drawings of the various parts. Here I have Autodesk Inventor opened, and I'm going to create this as a project. So we'll drop down these three dots, choose settings, and let me say OK. So I am going to create a new project. It is going to be a new single user project. I'll say next. For the project name, I'm going to call it the wooden shelf. Let me put this in a folder I have created on my desktop. If you didn't do that, you can close this, go back and do that. That is the wooden shelf folder, and I would say OK. So what will happen is any part, any assemblies I create, any detailed drawings is going to go straight into this folder. Now this is fine. I would finish this and I would choose done. So here I have my wooden shelf inventor project created. Let's begin with this model. So Ctrl+N. You can choose new up here and also new here. And for the template I want to work with, it's going to be a metric. And under the part create 2D and 3D object, we select the standard mm.ipt sheet template and create. Straight away, let me save this. And I'll leave this as the part1.ipt. We see that it goes straight into the wooden shelf folder I selected as the direction for which my project files should go into. I would save. Now let's pick the 2D sketch command and create this sketch on the YZ plane. We would go into rectangle and pick the 2-point center rectangles. We would draw a rectangle from the origin. And so the dimension that is highlighted in blue black, that is the height. We will change that to 1900 and press the tab key so we can change the width, which is now highlighted. That is also 950. Let's enter that. Now we can finish this sketch. Double click your scroll mouse button to get your work in focus. Let's even drag these dimensions so they are not sitting on top of the lines. Great. Now I would extrude this profile. The distance of that extrusion is going to be 20. And for the body name, I will change this to the back panel. All right, and say OK. Now I would create the side panel also, but I'll build it on this. So I'll select this face and create a sketch. And what I'll do is to project this face onto the current sketch. Now I would pick the 2-point rectangle from this corner here. I would draw a rectangle, making sure that the opposite corner sits on top of this horizontal line. Now I would dimension the distance between these two as 20. That should constrain my second sketch. I would finish and extrude. So what I'll do is extrude this side to a distance of 400. And for the boolean, I will do this as a new solid so that that is going to be a part. Later we will want to convert into an assembly. For this also, I'll change the body name to the side panel. And I would say Okay. So when we go into the solid bodies, we see that we have the back panel and the side panel. Great. Now I'll select this face and create a sketch on here. I would also let's project this line and also this one as well as this. We will pick the rectangle command again, which is the 2 points, and draw a rectangle from this point here all the way. We won't drop it here, but here. And we will dimension that as 20. And also the distance between this line and the edge here will be 20. Let's check. Now we can finish this, and we would extrude that profile also to a distance of 400, making sure it is a new solid as well. And we will call this the partitions. Okay. So now we have our 3 solid bodies. We want to convert them into an assembly. Before we do that, let's change the appearance of this to the beige natural polished. So there we go. Now to convert this into an assembly, we have to go into manage, and under the layout section you should find make components. So click on that. That should open the make component selection dialog box. Now we have to select the various solids we want to make into an assembly, which will be the back panel, the side panel, and the partitions. And here we have to put this in a target assembly. The assembly name, we would call it assembly. And let's browse our sheet template. Under metric, we will choose the standard mm.iam, and we would say OK. Now the target assembly location is going to be right in the folder we created as the direction for where all our parts should be. So this looks good. I would say next. And here it is going to create part files for me. I'm satisfied with that. I would say apply and close this. Now when you look on the side of the part you've created, you will see an assembly. Let's open that. Great. Now let's go into view and change the visual style to shaded with edges. And just like that, we have an assembly of the various parts. Now we need more of these partitions. We would also need one more of this side panel, and I mentioned we would use the pattern commands for that. So we would go back into the assemble, and we would find under the pattern group patterns, and so let's select that. The pattern we want to create is of this, so I'm going to select that one, and the type is going to be a rectangular pattern. Let me also click on this. We are going to pattern along the column, so I would pick the column direction and choose any line which is the vertical line, and so this is fine. But how many of them? We want 7, including the one we have already. The distance between them is now 2. That is why we don't even see the preview. If we make the distance 100, we'll see it better now, but the direction isn't what we want, so we'll use the flip direction option. Now let's specify the column spacing better, and so I'm going to clear this, and it is going to be 1840 divided by 6, because I want 6 more. Let me get the right view and show you why this calculation. I want to leave a distance of 40 here, and also I will take out this dimension we have here, which is 20. So 40 plus 20 is 60, and then I subtracted that from the entire length of 1900. That leaves us with 1840. I also need 6 more of these partitions. That is why I divided that by 6. The preview is exactly how we want it. We would say OK. Would also pattern the side panel. Now the pattern command again. Also a rectangular pattern, but this time we would go in the row direction. So we would choose row. We would then select the row direction, and so this direction is fine. Now the distance or the row spacing should be 930. So what we've done is to subtract this 20 from the 950, which was the entire width of this wardrobe, giving us 930 now. I don't think we selected the component we want to pattern, so let's pick that, and we see the preview, but we would flip the direction. Let me get the front view, and that has been done neatly. We would say okay. We have a final part to model, which is a support here, and I will do that within this assembly. How we'll do that is to go back into the assembly tab here and choose create. Now this component, I'm going to call it the base panel, and I would browse my sheet templates under the metric standard mm.ipt because it's a part, and I would say okay. Now we can okay again, and here we get to place or flash this base we want to create with a plane or a face. So I'm going to flash that here and right click and choose new sketch. Now we see the default planes on that face we selected to flash this sketch we want to create on. So on that, we would pick the XY plane. Let me turn this around this way. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to project, let's project this face, and we would pick the rectangle command, the 2 points. Let's draw a rectangle here. We will dimension this. Let's give that also a thickness of 20 and check, and then we would move that away from this edge at a distance of 40, and we will check. Now let's finish this, and what we want to do is to extrude. So we would extrude this profile to a distance of 40. You can also define it with the 2 option, which is this one, to say extrude up to this face. The preview looks fine. We would say okay. We are within the part template, so we'll choose return to go back into the assembly. Now we would select this and also change the appearance of that to the beige natural polished. Okay, so let's inspect what we've done. Awesome. I would like to end here. This is going to be the part 1. In the part 2, we would continue to create the detailed assembly just like you see, and also get the various part files. If you'd have any comments, questions, or concerns, kindly leave them in the comment section. I would respond as soon as I can. Be sure to come back for the part 2. I would also link it in the description box. Thank you.